Hello, we're glad you opened the email. Mike Lawrence with TGM Golf, and I wanted to have an opportunity here to talk with you a little bit about this game of golf. You know, it's an awesome game. We all love it, and we all hate it at times. And basically that's what golf is. It's a game that's going to frustrate us at times and just make us feel really good about ourselves at this time. You know, one of the things that we know is so vitally important in terms of our enjoyment of the game is how we go about pursuing it in terms of our improvement. TGM Golf is really about our approach in terms of the kinds of things that we're doing in pursuit of improvement. Now, we've given literally thousands of lessons to golfers of all skill levels, from absolute beginners to the high school aspiring players. We've had so many kids go on to earn college scholarships and go on and have fruitful college careers, and we have a few now that are actually in the professional ranks that are pursuing professional golf at the making a living level. So with that in mind, we know for a fact that there are certain things that we need to be working on at certain times relative to our improvement, relative to our progression. And this is what TGM Golf is all about. We have a website, the TGMGolf.com website, that we really would love for you to visit, have a look at, see some of the information that's in there. A lot of videos, a lot of drills. There's written transcript too that goes into a little more written detail about the various aspects of the golf swing and really playing the game, as we say in the website. And again, this would relate directly to golfers of all skill levels. We recognize very, very clearly that if we're having trouble hitting a solid golf shot, which most beginners will, there's a reason for that, and there's truly a path that you can get on that gets you heading in the right direction relative to building your golf game. Now, as we develop the necessary aspects of moving the golf club through the swing, whether it's a golf swing, a chipping stroke, or a putting stroke, as we become a little better at the mechanical aspects of those movements, we'll get into more of a physical process where we involve the body. That's where we're developing our personal style of playing the game. And then there is a tactical dimension to playing the game that involves strategy. Well, the TGM Golf website really kind of takes you along that path toward your improvement. For instance, if we're working on or thinking about something that is more pertinent, let's say, to a competitive tournament level player, and we're just beginning, well, we might be getting the cart before the horse, so to speak. So the TGM Golf website is all about being on the right path. It's all about information. It's all about communication, and done in such a way that it's relevant to your skill level at that time. For instance, I just want to talk a little bit with you about a device that we have here called the release board. Now, there's hundreds of devices out there. There's hundreds of various DVD sets and training programs that you can opt to get into. You can get on the internet and go to YouTube and literally see thousands of swing tips and drills. All this information is probably good in some regard, but it might not be relevant to where you are with your game. Well, again, in the TGM path, you're starting at a certain point. You're focused on things you need to be focused on relative to your improvement and where you are with the game. Now, in the thousands of lessons that we've given over time with golfers of all skill levels, one of the things that we see invariably is a golfer that has poor swing mechanics. So when we elaborate in the website about what swing mechanics are, and we stress the fact that the golf club is a tool, therefore it needs to be used, and it's pretty close to the way that tool is designed to be used. Folks have a very difficult time understanding and producing good swing mechanics in the swing. The release board is a wonderful tool. As simple as it is, it very clearly demonstrates positions in the swing that we want to become familiar with, we want to come to understand. When you go to the website, You'll see some information there. We have the complimentary section. Read through and have a look at that material for sure. But we do begin to get into the release board and the way we can use this to improve our core swing mechanics. Another aspect of the board is that it can be used at home, which is hugely important toward building good solid swing mechanics. Again, as you kind of have a look at the website, you'll see quickly that practice tees, practice ranges, they're really there for the development of our physical rhythm and timing. Okay? Very difficult to develop good swing mechanics on the practice tee when you're watching ball flight. That ball flight is going to have an impact on your comprehension of what you're doing and your ability to continue a good effort. The release board, let me show you real quickly here. It has, with the different colors and the different lines that it has, it very clearly demonstrates to us what setting a good angle in the swing is going to look like and feel like. When you see the board, it registers to your subconscious where your body needs to be in order to get the club in the right position. So one of the first and foremost important aspects of good mechanics is understanding what angle is all about. If you don't have a good angle, or that angle's not working well in the swing, you don't have any good power in the swing. The second mechanical dimension that the release board is tremendous for is understanding what the swing plane is all about. And if you've been around golf, you've heard these terms. You've heard swing plane, swing path, but they're somewhat ambiguous, you know. Well, the board will help to again clearly demonstrate to you what rotating the club, the tool, into the correct plane of the swing is all about. When you get the board positioned into the plane of the swing and you've got it rotated to the right amount, you've put the club in a good sound position. So you've got the angle for power. We've got the release board that really helps you clearly see the swing path and setting the club at the top of the swing. And then thirdly, in terms of good swing mechanics, and possibly most importantly, we have to come to understand what release action is all about. With the different colors on the board, we can very clearly see that as we deliver the angle down to the impact area and we begin to unload that angle or release that angle through impact, the board is again very good a very good example, I guess, of putting the club in the position it needs to be in at impact, which is slightly forward, and then release it so the board changes color for us. But again, this is just part of what we do when we work with folks. We genuinely help them understand the things that they need to be understanding relative to whatever skill level they are at the time. So, if you will, yeah, have a look at the website. There's a link here that will bring you to the website. And any questions that you might have, we'd love to have a chance to get you videoed. Give us a call. Any of the AAG facilities will line up a video analysis session for you to help you see where you are in the golf swing. And that gets you onto the path that we're talking about as far as TGM golf and the whole game improvement process goes. Okay? All right. Thank you very much. And we'll look forward to seeing you. And good golfing to you. We'll talk with you soon.